Discovery. The flyout looks good, and we're initiating the final approach from 30 feet.
Alpha is copy. We're ready.
Discovery, Houston copies. Initiating final approach.
All right, let's try out this Spacewalk game.
Houston and Alpha, capture confirmed.
I'm going to explore the space station first. Let's see what it's all about.
Press the escape key for help. Astronaut, feel free to take a look around the station. You're not being timed, so you can take as long as you'd like. And don't worry about your oxygen. You'll have as much as you need. When you're done exploring, just head back to the airlock. As you fly around the ISS, you should see the name of each module appear on your head-up display, or HUD. If you're interested in learning a bit about a module, you can fly up to its nameplate for more information.
All right, Houston, I'm about to embark on my EVA. Floating down, wow. Oh, wow. Don't want to move too fast because maybe I'll fly off into space. I don't want that. So, I just came out of the Quest joint airlock. Let's take a look at that. I believe the Quest joint airlock is where all the EAVs are departed from, as I just did. Wow, wow. It's very hard to control this. And I imagine it is in space very hard to control. Okay. So what do I do when I get close to it? Press space. Maybe? The airlock is the primary path for International Space Station entry and departure for U.S. spacesuits. That's what I pretty much thought. Which are known as extravehicular mobility units, or EMUs. In addition, the joint airlock is designed to support the Russian Orlan spacesuit or for spacewalks. The joint airlock acts as a stowage area for EMU hardware as well as a staging area for crew members preparing to conduct a spacewalk. A combination of the depress pump and pressure equalization valves located within the hatches accommodate the depressurization pressure capability of the airlock. Press M to see more information at nasa.gov. I'll allow you to do that later if you like. I'm going to move on to the next module. Let's go take a look over here at the U.S. Destiny Laboratory. Let's see if I can stop without using the emergency stop. I'll be very delicate with the controls or else you'll fly. Okay. I feel pretty close apparently. Destiny is the primary research laboratory for U.S. payloads, supporting a wide range of health experiments and studies, contributing to health, safety, and quality of life for people all over the world. The laboratory was designed to hold sets of modular racks that could be added or removed or replaced as necessary. They can contain fluid and electrical connectors, video equipment, sensors, controllers, and motion dampeners to support whether experiments are housed in them. Press M to see more information, blah, 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 blah. Alright, that's kind of cool. So it's basically a big laboratory floating in space. Science lab. Okay, let's go over to Columbus Module. Oh, I saw a thing pop up. Is that closer? No, it's that one there. It's hard. The Columbus Laboratory Module is the European Space Agency's largest single contribution to the space station. Columbus is about 23 feet long and 15 feet wide, allowing it to hold 10 racks of experiments, each approximately the size of a phone booth. Each rack provides independent controls for power and cooling, as well as communication and links to earthbound controllers and researchers. Cool, so that's where Europe has all of its experiments. What's next? The S1 Truss. Let's fly up to that. The S1 truss provides structural support for the active thermal control system, mobile transporter, and one crew and equipment translation aid card. The S1 truss also has mounts for cameras and lights, as well as antenna support equipment for S-band communications equipment. This one truss is one big giant, it kind of looks like a tower, like an antenna tower that you find on Earth. It's basically infrastructure to put communication devices on, and thermal is to take excess heat away from the space station. Maybe I should have flown down there and take a look at them first. But since I've already come this way, we're going to take a look at the S0 truss. Go down. Kind of cool, the spacesuit even has air conditioning. The S0 truss acts as the junction from which external utilities are routed to the International Space Station's pressurized modules. These utilities include power, data, video, and ammonia for the active thermal control system. The truss also provides a mounting point for electronic equipment. Cool. Oh, it's Kibo, pardon me. Let's have a look at Kibo. They all look the same. Big round cylinders. Whoa! Flying way away. Let's get a stop. The Japanese Experiment Module, or JEM, called Kibo, which means hope in Japanese. It's Japan's first human space facility and enhances the unique research capabilities of the International Space Station. Kibo consists of 6 components, 2 research facilities, the pressurized module, and exposed facility. A logistics module attached to each of them, a remote manipulator system, and an inter-orbit communication systems unit. Kibo also has a scientific airlock through which experiments are transferred and exposed to the external environment of space. Must be this guy up here. Very cool. That's really cool that they could send stuff back and forth into space doing experiments. Wow. I can imagine what it might be like to live in there for months at a time. They say it's as big as a football field, but inside it's very small. Very packed. Let's take a look at the P1 truss. Uh-oh, stop. It's very hard to, or pardon me, very easy to lose control. If I didn't have the emergency stop button, who knows where I'd be right now. I'd probably be burning up in the Earth's atmosphere. The P1 truss provides structural support for the active thermal control system, mobile transporter, and one crew and equipment translation aid card. The P1 truss also has mounts for cameras, lights, and antenna support equipment for both UHF and S-band communications equipment. It's a lot like the S1, except it's got another radio. Okay. I'm not certain, but I thought the station only had one arm, which can walk around the station. But maybe they added another one. I used to know everything there was to know about the space station, but I haven't really been studying up on it as much as I used to. Let's take a look at the P3 and P4 truss systems. The second port truss segment, the P3 and P4 truss, is attached to the first port truss segment, the P1 truss. So it looks like it's just an extension. Canada arm. I wonder if there's a window for hit. There should be. Whoa. Nelly. Canadarm2 is Canada's major contribution, to the International Space Station. It has 2 manipulators, one on each end, and it can grab on to many points across the station. There are those little things that are gray circular things with a little, looks like a biohazard system, kind of in the center of the screen. You can see 4 of them. One of them is attached to the arm is attached to one of them right now. What it can do is, while it's attached to that one, it could grab onto another one, say this one over here, and then let go of the other end so it could walk around the space station. They use the arm for many things, such as attaching things to airlocks, or even as a platform for crew members to stand on while they're conducting their experiments, or even maintenance on the space station. See, I didn't even have to look that one up. I knew that one already. There's Harmony Mode too. Let's take a look at that. I've got to see if I can get moving that way. And I already looked at Columbus. We looked at Destiny. We looked at Kibo. I flew right by Harmony 2. I'm pretty sure it's an extension of Harmony 1 and allows for more experiments. Well, let's see what the window has to say about it. Harmony Mode Node 2. Almost there. Harmony provides a passageway between 3 station science experimentation facilities: the U.S. Destiny Laboratory, the Kibo Japanese Experimentation Module, and the European Columbus Laboratory. It also provides connecting ports for multiple-purpose logistics modules, the Japanese H-2 transfer vehicle, and the pressurized mating adapter to which space shuttles dock. Not anymore. The space station robotic arm, Canadarm2, can operate from a powered grapple fixture on the exterior of Node 2. Well, that's a little outdated. Because that's not the only node that Canadarm2 can operate from anymore. Let's go take a look at these arrays. The gold ones first. See if it has a window. As you can see, they are the space station's solar power arrays. That's where the space station gets all of its power. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 major arrays. Let's not get too far. Oh, I see 2 more in the background. I think those are attached to the Soyuz module. Yes, they are. No, that's not Soyuz. What is that? I think that's the Russian module. Stop! I'm going to get lost in space. Okay, emergency stop. Okay, I was pushing the wrong button. That's why I wasn't moving forward. W is not E, and E is not W. Those white arrays that kind of look like the solar panels, those are those heat management units that they were talking about. They dissipate heat off into space that's created from the space station. Help keep the temperature down. Let's go take a look at Soyuz. Let's see, there's 3 of them attached right now. Might be a Progress. I'm pretty sure it's a Soyuz. It looks like a Soyuz. Soyuz is the Russian spacecraft. It's the only way to get humans into space right now. It fits 3 people, and I believe up to, I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 tons of either food, equipment, experiments, and supplies. It's a very tight fit in there. Let's go look at Zvezda, since we're right here. It's the Russian module. The Russian module. I'm not going to torture you with my Russian accent, so I won't even bother. It's very bad, you know, yes, very bad. The Service Module was the first fully Russian contribution to the International Space Station, and serves as the early cornerstone for the first human habitation of the station. The module provides the early station living quarters, life support system, electrical power distribution, data processing system, and the flight control systems, as well as the propulsion system. So in there, that's mostly the, I guess you could call it engineering. Oh, there's another module down there I want to check out before we go back up. Oh, but since we've already gone up, let's take a look at this module. Okay. No. Where would I be without the emergency stop button? Pretty sure that's not part of the EVA suits. I'm not sure what that module is. I guess it's part of this Zvezda. Might not be a module at all. It's not telling me. If somebody knows what that module is, it'd be awesome if you leave a comment below and let us know. Well, let's go look at Zarya. Or Zarya. That's right, Zarya. That's how to pronounce that one, Zarya. Whoa, how did I get going so quickly? Barely pushed the buttons. I would be so dead if I was on a real spacewalk right now. The Zarya Module, also known by the technical term Functional Cargo Block and the Russian acronym FBG, was the first component launched for the International Space Station. This module was designed to provide the station's initial propulsion and power. The module's 16 fuel tanks combined can hold more than 5.4 metric tons of propellant. The attitude control system for the module includes 24 large steering jets and 12 small steering jets. 2 large engines were available for reboosting the spacecraft and making major orbital changes before Zvezda arrived. That's where it all started from. Was that module there? And everything kind of went on from it. Okay. Have we looked at the MultiPurpose logistics module yet? I don't think so. Before we go there, we'll look at this module. Attached to the Russian segment. I don't see a nameplate. Oopsie. None of these have a nameplate. Okay, quick look up. Oh, it's my baby bird crying in the background. She's not really crying, she's trying to figure out who I'm talking to. She's confused. Okay, so this is just a docking and stowage module. It's basically where they store stuff. And the Soyuz can attach to it. They store a bunch of excess food. Nothing's excess on the space station, of course. I'm pretty sure there's even additional modules that have been attached since then. I'm seeing on the diagram that I'm looking at to try to figure out what some of these are. A lot has been added that I'm not even seeing. I'm crashing into stuff as I'm looking. Anyway, we're going to look at the multi-purpose logistics module now. Come in. Don't want to hit those solar rays below me, they're very fragile. The three multi-purpose logistics modules, or MPLMs, which were built by the Italian Space Agency, are pressurized modules that serve as the International Space Station's moving vans. Carrying equipment, experiments, and supplies to and from the space station. Aboard the space shuttle. Well, that's kind of a moot point. There are three of them. I own a sheet of one. Oh, Unity. Tranquility Node 3. Oh, to the left you can see the Copula. That's like the observatory windows that you can look at. Most of the, if not all of the photographs that you see from space recently are taken from there, because it gives a very commanding view. Before maybe you'd be looking into space from all the other windows. I'm not even sure if there are any windows on the space station. Imagine a lot of the residents on the space station love to spend a lot of time there. I know I would. The Node 3 module, also known as Tranquility, will be one of the last components added to the International Space Station. The pressurized section will provide additional room for crew members and many of the space station's life support and environmental control systems already on board. These systems include air revitalization, oxygen generation, and water recycling. A waste and hygiene compartment and a treadmill also will be relocated from other areas of the station. So basically it's the toilet, exercise room, things like that. They recycle their water. That means exactly what you might be thinking it means. They recycled pee and turned it into more water. I'm not even joking. Nature does that all the time for us. Let's take a look at the Copula Module. I already told you what it is, but I'm going to read the official statement. Copula might be considered the ultimate observation deck, and it's bound for the International Space Station. The module was built for the European Space Agency by Alenia Spazio in Turin, Italy. It then shipped to NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida in October 2004. The small dome-shaped module has 7 windows, 6 around the side and 1 on the top, that can be shuttered when not in use to protect them from micrometeorites in the harsh space environment. Another Italian contribution. Okay, where haven't I gone yet to see? So I had quite a few left. 7 more modules. Okay, let's look at this guy. Is he attached or part of Tranquility? Nope. I've been there. I know I've been over here. There might be something I missed. One Truss, Destiny, Unity, Tranquility, Canada Arm, I covered. P3, P4 Truss. Whoa. Ow. I'm sorry, Space Station. I did not mean to harm you. We'll have to fix that on another EVA later. Oh, there's another truss. Port 5. That's one of those I can't remember what they call it, the thing the Canada Arm can grab onto. Pretty bad with remembering words. The third port truss segment, the P5 truss, is attached to the second port truss segment. That's an additional extension, allowing more experiments, more equipment, all kinds of things. Oh, here's even another one. P6 truss. The four primary functions of the P6 are the conversion or generation, storage, regulation, and distribution of electrical power for the space station. The station derives its power from the conversion of solar energy into electrical power. The P6 photovoltaic power module, solar array, performs this energy conversion. Those are those panels that we talked about earlier. What else is around? Nothing here. Starting to get used to these flight controls. Very floaty though. I wonder where the modules are that I missed. I didn't go to the end of the starboard truss. Maybe we're over here. Oh wait, I did go around here, didn't I? Oh yeah, I swung right around it completely. Yeah, there's still more trusses to look at. Oh, I got stopped. Ah! I had a space twitch. The fourth starboard truss segment is the S6 attached to the S5. Extension is basically the infrastructure again, which most of the components are attached to. That also gives the station some structure strength. Uh-oh. 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 Mayday, mayday, mayday. Major Tom, the ground control now. This is probably going to say the same thing. Let's check it out anyway. Yep, attached to the first one. Where's S2, I wonder? There's S1 and S3 and S4. Where's S2? Oh, I wonder what those are. Very hard to readjust yourself after you've gone. Okay. Well, I think I'm done with my EVA. I can't find the missing module. Maybe I got them all, I'm not sure. Might be bugged. So let's redock in the Quest Joint Airlock. Houston, we are preparing to redock with the Quest Joint Airlock and conclude our EVA for the day. Quick clear on the Houston, you have go for reconnection.
Good. You made it back. Great job out there.
Objective complete.
Wow, that was kind of cool. Mission 1 successful. We've completed the tour of the International Space Station as it was when this game was programmed. Thanks for watching, and watch out for part 2.